time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Off and running. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. This is a design run. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. To the air, it's Fox. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Fox. This time he's got it. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Wormley. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got a man. It's Davison. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Calls his own number. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Going for the marker on the ground. Shakes off the defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
From the gun. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air, it's Fox. With the catch, it's Wormley. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the first down mark.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Running through contact. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Back has it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On on the ground. It's Davison. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to be.
Going to swing it on second down. He wants to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Davison. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown! So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Fox. The throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Dropping back, it's Fox. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Unit right there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Fox. With the catch. It's Fowler. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. brought down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Complete out of the backfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Looking to scramble. Into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Harris. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Humphries. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't do it.
Perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Fox. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Fox. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Washington. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gonna take a shot. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Fox. Good timing on the quick out.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's fouled. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Trojans are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And he's brought
post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed?
Throw in the flat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on sets. They're working that left side. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, offensively, they knew they would lead David. He has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they will score! Touchdown, Trojans! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zero.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Smart move to keep it on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Defense uses a timeout. Take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Fox. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. To throw, it's Fox. He's got it. Powers through the defender. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. And he's got it, a late touchdown, probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Washington.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Ready.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, and maybe time for a play or 2. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.